Welcome to the ultimate in versatility, simplicity, and durability in hydraulic bolting tools. Welcome to the Versa from HYTORC, the silver bullet of narrow clearance hydraulic wrenches. Modern industrial bolting demands power, accuracy, and versatility all in a compact, rugged, and economical package. That's what you get with the Versa. Let's take a closer look at the Versa and point out some of its award-winning features. Then let's put it to work. Like all HYTORC narrow clearance tools, the Versa is made to fit into tight spaces where a square drive and socket can't fit. The Versa is made up of two parts: the power head with its hydraulic cylinder and hose connectors, and one of a range of interchangeable ratcheting socket links to fit the nut or bolt to be tightened. These exchangeable Versa hex links can be quick connected to the power head, tool-free in seconds. The contoured profile and narrow radius of the assembled tool provides unequaled access in the most restricted spaces. A detachable safety handle adjusts to any position to keep the operator's hands out of danger. The Versa comes in various sizes, numbered to indicate their maximum torque capacity at full pump pressure. For example, a Versa 2 will produce approximately 2,000 foot-pounds of torque at the maximum pump pressure of 10,000 psi, while a Versa 4 will deliver about 4,000 foot-pounds at that same pump pressure. Each size wrench has an array of different sized ratcheting links that fit the nuts and bolts appropriate for its power range. Changing direction from tighten to loosen with the Versa is simply a matter of turning the tool over so that the advancing piston drives the nut in the desired direction. Before we begin, we should first put on our personal protective equipment. At a minimum, this should include safety glasses with side shields, sturdy gloves, and steel-toed shoes. Of course, job conditions and local work rules may require other safety items such as hearing protection, face shields, hard hats, and fire or chemical-resistant clothing. Nothing is as important or as urgent as your safety. Check the condition of the hoses, connectors, and the general condition of the tool and accessories for any obvious damage. Any defects must be corrected before pressurizing the system. The Versa is powered by hydraulic oil from a pressure-regulated system connected by a special set of high-test hoses. Note that both the male and female unions feature a small, spring-loaded check ball which must be fully seated for the oil to pass. Ensure that the hydraulic hoses are firmly screwed to the tool's hose connectors using only finger-tight force. Even the slightest loosening of the threaded connector will shut off the flow of oil, preventing a high-pressure leak that could otherwise be dangerous to the operator. Do not defeat this important safety feature by substituting other connectors that may not be rated for these 10,000 psi pressures. Let's assume that the job at hand is tightening this 1.5-inch grade B7 stud and 2 3/8 inch nut using this Versa 2. Let's further assume that the target torque for this bolt is 595 foot-pounds. As the term foot-pound implies, that is a tightening force of 595 pounds at the end of a 1-foot-long bar. That's a lot of torque. Since the output torque of the tool is set by regulating the pump pressure, we must consult a pressure-to-torque conversion chart for the specific tool we are using, in this case the Versa 2. Reading down the foot-pounds column, we find 594, which is very close to our target. Moving across to the left column, we find the corresponding pressure setting is 3,400 psi. By the way, the relationship between the pressure and torque is linear so that you can interpolate the values if your target number is not shown exactly. The chart also allows you to convert torque in kilogram meters or Newton meters to psi or to pressure in bar if needed. Often, bolts are required to be tightened in increments rather than all at once. This is done by simply choosing a lower pressure corresponding to the percentage of final torque desired on each pass. Reset the pressure in stages until the final value is reached. But for our demonstration, we will simply tighten to the target torque without any intermediate steps. With the pump set at 3400 psi, we are ready to go to work. A 2 3/8 inch ratcheting hex link should be attached to the Versa 2 power head. Attach the safety handle. Place the tool onto the nut in the tightening direction, checking to make sure that the reaction point is secure, the wrench is fully engaged, and the hoses are not in danger of being kinked or damaged. It's a good idea to bump the control button before starting to tighten, just to check how the wrench will react under pressure. By pressing and releasing the pump remote control, ratchet the wrench until it stalls at the preset pressure and the nut will no longer turn. Be patient on the last few strokes as the socket will move very slowly. If in doubt, always try another stroke. Remove and reposition the wrench on the next nut to be tightened and proceed with your bolting plan. When removing a nut or bolt, turn the pressure up on the pump to at or near maximum, giving the wrench its full power. Reverse the direction of the Versa by simply turning it over so that when the piston advances it will turn the nut in a counterclockwise direction. Fit the wrench, once again checking the reaction point and the hoses for proper position. Bump the button and observe the wrench to make sure it is secure. Press and hold the actuator button until the nut moves counterclockwise. Continue to loosen until it can be removed by hand. If the nut will not move at 10,000 psi, you will need a larger wrench with more power. So there you have it, the versatile Versa narrow clearance hydraulic torque machine. The standard and accurate, affordable torque. Please ask your local HYTORC representative to demonstrate the Versa on your applications and let you appreciate its advantages.